Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to another Power Hour of Boredom. My name's Ben. Wait, why am I introducing my name? They knew who I am. Join us as we talk about seeing if our hobbies can hang in a competitive scenario, the fate of Star Wars, how we feel about our Lord and Savior Henry Cavill, and what really grinds our gears on a daily basis. And on our next episode, see if it really is too early to be playing Mariah Carey's classic, All I Want for Christmas.
All I want for Christmas.
Oh, that's your intro, baby.
Good times, y'all.
It is a great time.
What? Who just shit themselves? I'm guessing it was Ben. You know what the best part is? We're still recording. If that's not a video next week. If that's not a video next week, start it with the fart. You're like, who just shit themselves?
Dear God, dude.
Clip that.
Sheer concern.
Bro, are you
I am
okay?
so happy I didn't hit stop record.
We needed a soundboard. I got you, fam.
You know what's wild is it sounded like you farted into the mic. It was that loud.
It was 3 feet away.
Oh, God. He literally.
Oh
dude,
my!
Oh my God.
And you were back too. You were like, oh yeah.
He just said it is a time, and then just exploded.
You gotta bring back
boy.
some of them high school feels, you know. I mean, just friggin' do like. Just
I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait. It's gonna be a reel next week. Get ready.
I really
God.
hope Andrew takes a few days off to like edit, and then just like goes back all over again. Be ear blasted. Oh, no.
What's going on, everyone out there?
It has been a week.
I'm happy to see you inside the house.
Yeah,
for
I'm
once.
back in the
You're
house.
no longer recording out of your vehicle.
I'm gearing up for. I've been working on a bunch of crap for tomorrow because I have a night market at a local business here in town. It's like
love those.
it's a leatherworks place, and right next door it shares the same building as this coffee shop, and the owners own both of things, and they do these night markets where people come in and use the workbenches in the leather shop, and there's like live music,
And they have a market at night.
at
Crazy.
night. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
Which-
So yeah, I'm doing that. I made 22 new pieces this week, and I am burnt to hell.
You sound sick too while you're at it.
I am sick also.
I
so.
completely thought you were going to be like, I made $22 last time. So I'm
That's
ready
what
to
I was
go.
thinking
I was like, all right, dude, make that money.
Living the dream.
You got to start somewhere.
Starve your local
Yeah.
artist.
When a white person's dead inside and you ask them how they're doing.
Living the dream.
Living the
Yep.
dream. There was a guy I used to work with said that every morning. I was like, this man fucking hates himself so much.
I hadn't
like
heard
a
it in a long
45-year-old dude making like 15 an hour.
At least he was 45. Dude, I've got someone who's like 28. Like I used to say that 10 years ago because it was the haha, like we're being positive, but we really hate everything.
Yeah.
But you know, life got a little bit better, and I stopped using that phrase. And then we had somebody come on who that is the way he introduces himself. He's like 28. I was like, buddy, it'll be okay. You
It'll
just
get
smile.
better. It gets better.
I like how that's just the universal code for I am not having a Baja Blast right now.
Yeah, dude. It's not even code anymore. Like it's very clear how you feel.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Just tell me you're dead. That's all. That's all I need to hear.
Speaking
Yeah,
of dead, have y'all seen Midnight Club.
No.
Are you going with it? It's not good. Like it died on you,
I haven't
or
finished
no?
it, but it's spooky,
Okay,
so
I
dead. I mean, come on, dude.
oh
Pick up the
gotcha. Because
pieces.
well, no, I with you being Mr. Negative Nancy on shows here, I'm like halfway through and it's just dying on me a little bit. I'm kind of losing
That's
interest in it.
what episode are you on?
Oh, the episode. Oh, what happened? Shit, what
Spoiler
the hell did
warning,
happen last episode?
possibly. Whoa.
Yeah, spoiler possible one. It was the episode where I forget his name. He likes the PlayStation and shit.
Oh, his story.
She got the wig. Yeah, his story. Yeah, yeah. Lucas,
I
I think
like
his name
PlayStation.
is.
No, Luke is the character in the story.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's a mesh, or I think it's a mesh.
something like that.
Anyways,
Yeah,
no.
but yeah, that's the last episode we watched.
Episode after that, I'm pretty sure that's the 2 episodes after that. Next 2 episodes, it gets good. It
Okay.
kind of pays off for.
I'm-
But the first the first 2 episodes, I was like, "Ooh, I'm interested," and then it just goes on like
Yeah.
that whole. All right, here's me, a dying teenager, dealing with my trauma through story, and I was like,
Yeah.
I like it, but also by the 5th one in a row, I'm kind of like, okay, dude.
I'm enjoying the stories that they're telling within the show.
Yes,
Like those are what's keep me going. The overall arch of the whole thing, like the overall what's happening at this place, has kind of lost me a little bit. Like I don't know, they feel like they're dragging it out, but I am enjoying every episode. We're getting this little short story
pays off,
within.
dude. Definitely
Okay.
doesn't hold a candle to Midnight Mass or what is it?
I haven't even
Haunting
watched
at
Midnight
Hill
Mass
House.
yet. Or... Yeah, the Flaniverse is what they're calling it. I said
Who was calling it that?
Netflix literally has a
it's
collection
Netflix, dude.
on.
Have you seen their trailers for Stranger Things or for Enola Holmes 2? You know how I feel
Yeah.
about Enola Holmes.
Yeah, where it
You-
has
No,
the
I haven't
Stranger
even
Things
watched
text
Enola
come
Holmes
in.
the trailer yet.
Yeah, it starts with Stranger Things, and it's like, you'll never believe who's coming, and then it's what is it? My
Millie
favorite
Bobby
actress,
Brown.
Millie. Yeah, she's like, you're am I who you were expecting? I'm like, well, why? How is this? This doesn't work for me.
It's a sequel. Obviously,
Please.
you're going to be in it.
Please stop. Don't call it the Flanderverse or whatever. Ugh.
It's called the Flaniverse.
Yeah, well, I call it the Flanderverse.
I have seen none of those shows, and
don't
we're just
think you
keeping
could
a
handle
recurring. Couldn't handle it.
Yeah, dude.
Why? Because it's like too spooky or something.
No, okay. So Hill House.
Andrew doesn't do the spooks.
Yeah. How do you feel about spooky things? Like, do you like having nightmares?
I mean, I'm not.
Do you like pissing your bed at night?
If you're asking me if I want to join the sleep paralysis train with you, no, I'm not on board with that.
Do you like deeply staring into a dark corner, wondering if it's a shadow moving or it's just your imagination?
I do.
A casual nightly demon.
I like spooky things when it's more suspenseful than it is like. I don't know how I'm trying to
suspense. That's the word.
Yeah. Like Hunting at Hill House, that show looked really interesting to me, but I just never got around to watching it.
That is by far the best show he's done because it's spooky, but it's not really jump scary, but it's also jump scary. But it's like the best way to put it, like here, we're on voice or video call right now. So you see this thing back here hiding behind me, that little shadow? That's just out of frame, and say like, this is me, like, haha, I'm a scaredy little girl. We're having conversations, and you would just see a face like faded out enough, but in the corner, and he plants these little like ghost faces.
Yeah. I heard that he was sneaking ghosts into the background of all the shots, even when it wasn't about that. They're just like there.
Dude, and that's the crap that would keep me up at night. Because I'd be like watching, I'm like, huh, and my eyes would wander, and I'd be like,
what was that?
See, the cinematography nerd in me, the cinematography nerd in me hears that, and I'm like, I'm all in. I gotta watch it, but then I just forget about it.
Speaking of, I'm gonna turn the light on real quick.
There's something about like movies or shows that have like a big twist, and they show flashbacks of everything you just watched of like the person being in the background, or like stuff happening, and it's like, and that's like gets me like, oh my god, I didn't like, because it's usually like, oh, you dumb bitch, you didn't notice this person was the bad guy the whole time, but then when it's giving me shots that would have had me realize it was the bad, Yeah, I just like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. This is amazing.
Oh, you dumb bitch. Look what you weren't paying attention to, you stupid child. They just bully you.
I want to spoil the crap out of it, but I won't. But that's
On what?
Hill House. Midnight Mass I won't
House,
talk
yeah.
about because that is newer, and that's fair if you haven't seen it. But like Hill House, it's been out for a while, dude. Like I kind of just want to spoil the crap out of it.
I was living in Asheville when it came out, so a couple years.
Oh wow, this is the first of any of those movies or shows that he's done that I've watched. So I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely going to go back.
But that was a movie.
Hush. Oh, that's the one with the white mask or something, or is he invisible or something?
No, it's
the white guy.
It's the one where the woman's out in the apparently it's still Halloween. It's the woman who's deaf, who's out in the middle of the woods in a glass house.
Oh yeah,
like a glass vacation house, and she's getting attacked. I don't remember the catch, right. But I don't. It just that was it. That's all I remember.
All they ever show is that white masked out looking dude, like on Netflix, and always makes me think of that Kevin Bacon movie where he goes invisible. I forget the name of it.
The Invisible Man.
Bad. Is it The Invisible Man?
No, that Invisible Man was a recent movie.
Oh, well, what was the one? Kevin Bacon, Invisible. It's called Hollow Man.
Hollow Man.
God dang it!
Hollow Man.
Close.
Thanks, Jamal.
Close. Hear the typing.
Dude, Josh Brolin was in that.
Yeah. He had the doctor he worked with, and like she had the hots for Josh Brolin's character, and they were like separated and shit.
I keep trying to find like scroll through the pictures to find Josh Brolin, but all that's coming up is pictures of Kevin Bacon when he has the wrap, like the skin wrap or whatever. And it's all hollowed out, and it's mildly terrifying.
Speaking of Kevin Bacon, did you guys see the trailer for the holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, of course. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I saw that trailer.
They actually brought Kevin Bacon into it. I thought it was funny.
Oh, that was your point?
I
that was my only point.
Okay.
I didn't pick up on that until like halfway through it. I was like, oh yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Oh, this. Right. Okay. I do remember that.
Yep.
Way to fill it in for the listening audience there, bud.
Hey listeners, this is what Ben was talking about.
Hey listeners, Google Kevin Bacon Invisible Man and just feast your eyes.
I had per usual, Taylor likes to partake in those fun things that is illegal in most places. Yes, cocaine. Well, Jade and I, we do our thing. We like to sit back, put some music on, just talk and everything. And I had a question come to me that I'd like to bring to the podcast.
Okay.
I don't know why. If I were to ask y'all, this is a two-parter. I need you to get y'all answers, and we'll move on to the next part. What activity or skill would you feel most confident in having to do for like a competition?
Ripping on the skin flute.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was expecting something mildly out of pocket. I just didn't expect it to be that.
I heard, what's funny? It took me a second. I was like, flute. Oh wait, skin flute.
You play the flute?
I hate you.
That is the exact reaction I had when I first heard that term. I was like, man, I've never heard of that flute. And anyways, good old marching band jokes.
Ben doing his skill.
So wait, what's the actual question? Sorry, I was fixated on saying something stupid.
Playing. It's doing the stupid thing tonight. We're not having any sound effects tonight because it's doing the stupid thing. Is there a certain skill that you feel most confident in if you had to perform that skill and have get an A on it?
And get an
A. You're graduating college or win a competition.
Okay.
A perfect score.
Cloud checking.
Cloud checking?
Cloud chucking.
Oh, being a vape god?
Like vaping, dude. I could vape some thick clouds.
Oh my god.
Can you get some rings and push them with the force?
No, dude. No. That's why I said cloud chucking,
wow.
not cloud jellyfish crap. No, that's one of the most embarrassing sides of me. Is I used to do vape comps and just chuck clouds.
Oh, I had
across
no
the room.
idea.
Oh, dude, I won a bunch of stuff.
I had no idea.
I was like marching band kid coming in with a giant diaphragm. I'm like, let's go.
I've been waiting for us to talk about vaping so I could use that vape god meme I made a few years ago with Ben's face on it. That's definitely going up on Instagram next week.
I remember when me and Ben used to go out shooting all the time in the mountains. we
for dramatic effect.
Want a little bit of atmosphere in the foreground of the photo or something. He would just vape into the frame of the photo.
It's not cloudy enough.
It's not cloudy enough. Hey Ben, come over here, and he just like push a vape cloud out in front of the camera lens. Oh my god!
Let's make this moody.
Yeah,
is that your final answer?
No, I mean that is something. It's sad but true that I did. But I mean that's how I got my leg tat, dude. But I don't.
Okay.
The sunflower. I traded a vape. God, why am I like this? I won a vape rig at a competition. My buddy wanted a rig. It was a tattoo artist, and he's like, "I'll give you a tattoo." And I was like, "Okay, dope." I basically gave this dude what is it? It was a $5 ticket to get in, and I won it. I spent $5 on a freaking hand size.
I don't know why it's so
piece.
funny to me that you call it a rig.
Yeah, dude, the comp rig, man. Okay, so that's my joking answer for now. Andrew, if you have a real answer, you can go.
Oh, sick tattoo, bro. Thanks, man. I got it for my vape rig.
I said that so much.
Check out my rig. Oh man. When I think about the question, my brain obviously overanalyzes it like immediately. So like, oh, you have to win the competition. So I'm not good enough in any of the hobbies I have to actually win against other people that do it. So
you understand where I'm going at with the next question.
I think.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I said you will.
Are we gonna have to perform these? Is he gonna have to do vape tricks?
Yes. Or it's just gonna be.
I would say. No,
I mean it's not big deal.
I would say either. I'd probably say photography first, just because I do it more often, and there's a little bit less that goes into creating a final product photo-wise. And second, I would say drawing. I'd put drawing second because I don't do it as often, so I'm not as like. I mean, I do it a lot now, but I'm still trying to get back into the swing of how I used to be able to draw in the past. So probably photography.
Man, you draw really good. So stop down talking yourself. You draw really well.
That was my comment to that is I understand because I've entered several painting competitions and I feel like I have killed the
like overall, like just basic painting, or you're figuring
like miniature painting.
Gotcha.
Like I've entered, there's like paint and model in 3 hours, and it's like
gotcha.
And
I was about to say I didn't know you painted.
no, fake painting. I entered some fake painting.
It's not fake
painting.
But no, like looking at the other people who enter in, like it's so hard to compete for art because if they don't have their criteria of what they're looking for, so you can't paint for that. Like you're just painting artistic, and you're basically hoping someone likes your interpretation artistically, and it's like a crapshoot.
Yeah,
I get that.
You can get a final product that you're like really stoked on and walk in there all confident, and then all of a sudden someone just like shits all over your miniature or whatever it is you're doing.
I used to be heavy into like Pinewood derbies when I was in Boy Scouts.
Oh, nice!
I think I have had the best one every fucking year we went in that bitch. I thought I was gonna win it all. Bam, loses on the first race. I'm like, oh my god, such disappointment. Speaking of which, Pinewood derbies need to come back for adults. I feel like that would be a lot of fucking fun. I don't know how to explain it, but
it would be.
That'd be dope. And mine would be cooking. I feel like I could, if I had to, I could throw down like one of the best meals someone's ever had.
There you go.
Am I going to do it often? No, But anyways, all right. So the next question is we've kind of answered it a little bit with y'all's answers to the first one. How confident would you be in either you have to do that skill you just said, get a perfect score to graduate college, whatever, or a random skill gets assigned to you, but you only got to get a D.
Interesting.
Wait, what are y'all picking?
So basically, either you go with your original answer, or you get a random skill assigned to you, and I'm assuming you don't have time to practice that. You just have to do it.
You got 5 minutes to learn it, whatever.
And then and you can pass it with a D.
So the D one?
Yeah,
So you got to knit a sweater.
I would pick up a random skill that is the one.
Is this?
I'm trying to say this without sounding like
I made
pretentious.
this one with my tears.
Yeah,
but that is the one skill I do have is picking up things very quick. I'm not really good at anything, but if I just look at like I want to try this, and I'll just fixate on it for say a week, and I'm like, okay, I can do this mediocrely.
yeah.
I would.
Well, I mean,
I would
you don't have a week to learn. You're right on the spot.
knit a sweater. Okay, so
I'm kind of surprised you didn't pick like like online gaming or something.
I don't. I mean,
because something that I've noticed about you, like back in the day,
you feel like you're good until you're up against fucking gamers.
Yeah, something that I noticed about you though, like even back in the day, every now and then we would play online, and you're like, "Oh, I haven't touched Apex in like months, dude. I'm gonna be ass."
And then you carry us like 4 dubs in the
whole
row.
time. You're getting like 8 kills as
you
an
would
average.
carry
in
me
game.
and Andrew all the time on Apex.
that is something that like realistically speaking I would probably do.
Yeah,
but if that was my option, like if it was I don't know, win a tournament, I don't know if I could win the tournament. I could probably get placement, but
well, yeah, we'll go with whatever you feel more confident doing.
It'd be online gaming all day.
Yeah. So ace, you're going to try to ace online.
I mean, how do you grade that though? Like game sense, map knowledge, reactions.
Well, probably nowadays, battle royale probably.
No, see, battle royale is too much chance.
Highest KD or what?
We're getting so far into the details on this question.
See, battle royales, there's a really good trick to it. You just third party everybody. You be the little bush monkey, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, right.
And or the bush.
This is what happened though.
That's what we used to call ourselves, like the bush Wookiees, and we would just sit there and then yell as we're going in and jump someone. That was, dude, back in the day when PUBG had VoIP, or when PUBG was big, like people could hear you in proximity.
Did they have,
and
proximity chat.
Oh God. Anyways, no one's interested in this conversation.
The new Warzone has proximity chat, which is like the only thing that has me interested in it.
I probably will not pick up. I'm okay.
Fucking kill you.
I think I would. I think I would probably still pick the skill that I felt more confident in.
Yeah.
I was kind of leaning learning a new skill in 5 minutes to pass with a D until you mentioned sweaters, and I was like, oh, I'm out. Nope.
It could be literally anything, like bake a pie without a recipe from scratch, some shit like that. Because that's what people can do. People can do that shit out there. Yeah, I think I'm with you too. I think I'd rather just take the chances on the shit I know, even though it's on my resume as like one of my best soft skills. I am a great learner, like right off the rip, trying to on a new job and everything.
How do you think your employer takes that when they read that? When I get a resume and it's like, I'm a quick learner, dude, I laugh.
Why?
Because that's just words, dude. Like, you tell me you're a quick learner and I put you to the fire and you're like, like, nope.
Well, that you're going to find out they're not a quick learner.
And then you're stuck with them because you paid the money to train. Dude, that's a bad time.
In the industry I've been in the last 5 years, a quick learner is good in our books.
I mean, honestly,
that's what my
recipe is good in my books because nobody wants to go to work right now.
Pick that fucking dish up.
I just need people on the. I just need meat bags to handle things. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I've applied to so many jobs this week. I've gotten a few. I have actually an interview next week, but I've been kind of just chilling this week. Went through trauma the last 2 years, this last job, so I'm catching up on sleep and everything.
There you go.
But I feel you. Everyone's fucking hiring. It's crazy. You can go get a job left and right, but trying to find the one that fits the position right.
Dude, that's some of the issues we're having right now is because we'll have 10 people apply, but because the market's so open, the smart thing to do and what people are doing is they'll apply to like 8 different restaurants, interview them all, stage maybe, and be like, I like this one. And so then we've been in that situation where we only had 2 people and we're like, oh, we really like you. And they're like, oh no, we got a job somewhere else. I was like, oh, that's fine. Okay.
When I was living in Atlanta for like 6 months, when we thought we were going to stay there for a while, we were like not hurting for money at all. We were like, it was during like all the money that they kept sending everyone and stuff and whatever. And so I took my time. I think I quit 4 jobs in a matter of like 5 days because I worked a shift. I was like, this ain't what I want to do. I ain't coming back to y'all. And they're like, what? I got random checks in the mail for 1 day's work. It was happening around the time I came hung out with y'all.
I'll say this to start. It was a very terrible time for some people, and it was a hard time for a lot of people. But boy, was it a beautiful time as well. Like, it was the Wild West 2 years ago.
Yeah, it really was.
Like, I don't think we'll ever see a time like that. Well, okay, I can't say that. Maybe we will, but it's just...
pandemic time?
Go get a new job. Get some free money in the mail. Hang out at home for 3 weeks. It's kind of like spring break for an adult. Except, okay, but again, I emphasize, not for everybody.
At the cost of human life.
Yeah. I have a very dark sense of humor. I'm sorry.
Oh, Grandma died.
Oh boy.
Thank God we're home though. I so wish during that time I had like a work from home job and I was like in that world because it's a whole other world of people that just work from home.
Mm-hmm.
I would have totally gotten like another job that paid like $80,000 a year because they wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Like you're doing both jobs from home, making double the paycheck and shit like that. Oh my God.
I got very
Jade was working from home. All she did was like move her mouse around every 20 minutes and good to go.
Keep herself logged in.
And she got perfect, same salary she got if she had to go in the office. I was like, you son of a gun.
Every time we start talking pandemic, my head immediately goes to the drive-through funeral home.
They were busy.
It's
oh, that's bad. Why did I laugh? Oh my God.
You said someone said grandma died, but I get to stay home, and immediately my head went to the drive-through funeral home.
That drive-through funeral home sent me when we were talking about it. What y'all got this week?
I'm slowly catching up on things. I'm still not caught up all the way on Rings of Power. But I am caught up on Andor, which was dude.
Hey, here's a segue. No. Have you seen Andor yet, Andrew?
There we go.
Well, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm finally
yes or no?
Yes
or no?
I'm finally caught up. Jeez.
So back to what I was saying. It's amazing. Andor is peak Star Wars, and I say that fully acknowledging that Filoni is a thing.
I had no idea Andy Serkis was in that shit.
I didn't either. It was a surprise to everybody.
Oh, was it?
I love his role in it. He does great. Dude, he can't do anything bad. Like even his character, even when they had him as Snoke in the sequel trilogy, he was 1,000 times more interesting than freaking Palpatine coming back. So
dude,
don't hold on.
How many guards on each floor?
Yep.
We were talking about nerd gods the other day, as in actors or actresses. Andy Serkis underrated.
Yes, that's a good
underrated.
point.
No one ever mentions his name in that vein.
And actually, I remember it's funny you brought that up because randomly today I thought back to I'll say why I thought of this later in the episode, but I randomly thought of that conversation that we had and I called him Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah. Hidalgo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was actually thinking of Hugo
Weaving. I hear
the
other guy's name. I just think of Hidalgo in the horse race. I'm like, why did I go to seventh grade go watch that in theaters?
It's a good movie. But yeah. No, but Andor, so good, dude. And it's crazy how many people I see that are complaining about it on the internet because there's no Force users.
Who do you see? Who do you see?
Twitter.
Do you go on the internet to find these trolls? Because, I've heard this before. It's crazy the amount of people I've seen shit talking this show. I'm like, who are you friends with? Unfriend them. Delete Facebook.
It's not people I'm friends with.
You have bad people.
It's called the algorithm. They show it to you.
See, you just had the answer in that. You said delete Facebook. That's where I'm seeing him. It's from and it's not people I follow. Yeah,
you went
to
college.
Not people what?
You went to college. Cite your sources.
On people complaining?
No, you can't just look at every Facebook. The targeted ads, dude. Oh man, you want to hear my Karen moment? I X
Okay.
that and I go snooze for 30 days. They're like, why? I'm like, false information. Like all the freaking Marvel, they're like, oh, it's rumored that this person's in the new Marvel movie, dude. And I'm like, show me the Carfax. And I delete it and I'm like, snooze, false information. And I feel better about myself. Ooh, man, dude, cite your sources. You can't just look at people complaining. It's like 10 people yelling loudly in a small room. Okay, dude? No, Andor is
Well,
great.
wait. What resources is he going to find of people complaining than the people complaining itself?
Yeah, that's what I'm so confused about
The
right now.
Encyclopedia of Intelligence. I don't know,
They're
dude.
called comment section.
No, it's
It's called the
no,
comment
it's
section.
like
There's no
yeah, it's the
website out
comment
there.
section.
www.andorsucks.com.
It's the official. Yeah, I'm not reading Andor sucks Reddit or something. Like it's
I don't know. You've added me to some sus kind of groups over there, dude.
I'm so confused. What groups? What are these groups?
Some like
that one with the guy and the cucumber.
Yeah,
Just
Guy Fieri commenting on everything, and it's a whole group dedicated to Guy Fieri just talking about crap. And I'm like,
playing the meat flute,
Spider-Man, or like shit posting group, and I'm like, what is
Jesus.
Andrew? You need a hobby.
I have no idea what we're talking about right now.
The people are tracking.
Anyway, no. The things that I've seen being complained about it have been on like the official Star Wars Facebook, like new posts and stuff. Like they'll just go on there and just shit post about how bad like Andor is and stuff like that. It's not everything, but it's just funny to me how many people think that Star Wars, which it's kind of expected because of how Star Wars has been in the past, but everybody hears Star Wars and immediately thinks, where's the explosions? Where's the lightsabers? Where's the big space battles? And I actually saw someone the other day go through and target everyone who said that they liked it and said, you hate Star Wars. And when someone asked them to elaborate, they're like, because George Lucas says and has said in previous interviews that Star Wars is about the Skywalker family. So if you like this, you hate Star Wars. And I'm like, that's a very big jump in logic.
So my comment to that is they just need to stop. And we
Stop.
talked about it before.
Get some help.
Get some help.
Don't do that.
We talked about it before.
Listen here, buddy.
But it's the bandwagoning. It's like with the Marvel universe. How people are like, oh my god, Tony Stark's the best. It's like, no, Robert Downey Jr. is the best. Iron Man is a crap human being, and you only know him in this finite little movie series. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like Star Wars is like, oh, Disney bought it. Here's all the big bang booms, and
bang bang boom.
You know, all the story, man. That's oh, shut up.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy it. The thing that I've enjoyed.
I can't. I hate being a nerd. It sucks.
It ties perfectly into what I was saying a few episodes ago about how annoying it is to be into nerd culture these days. It's annoying. But no, Andor, what I really love about it is there's no clear antagonist other than the bootlicker, boots on the ground, everyday bureaucrats that work for the Empire. Like,
yeah.
And it shows you it's not like the Emperor, it's not Darth Vader, it's just people doing their jobs who are brainwashed in the Empire. And it also shows you a little bit more of what it would be like for the everyday person to live under the boot of their rule. And it's intense. It's intense.
And it's expanding upon the idea in Rogue One where it's like rebellion is sacrifice, and there is no clean. And that is the one thing, like, there's no clean, like, oh, we just don't like the Empire, let's fight them. It's like, no, I have to kill you now because you're a loose end, and you can spill all the secrets to the Empire. I was like, ooh, this is getting gritty.
Yeah, it gets dark. You can't have your hands clean, and if you fight for that long, if you actually want to win, you got to get your hands dirty, and that's kind of the themes that I really like about this show.
Yeah, the Mon Mothma is a really that's actually has been my favorite part is the whole Mon Mothma
the political maneuvering and the sneakiness. Oh man,
the intrigue and the sly and what is it, the Skarsgård father. He's been cool, but he's kind of like he's a background character, oddly enough. He's not really out in the forefront. And then,
there's so many Easter eggs in his little gallery.
Yep.
But anyways, no, there's a lot of really good attention to detail in this show, and it's a shame to see so many people reduce Star Wars down to pew pew, and not be able to watch and appreciate the potential for the complexity and depth that this show has. So
yeah.
I don't know if you watched it or not, Ben, but I binged all of Tales of the Jedi in one day.
I've seen I saw the first 2 episodes where you see like Ahsoka's like birth childhood Jedi thing, and that was like okay. And then the what's his name?
Dooku.
Qui-Gon and Dooku.
Yeah.
Where you see like the inklings of the Sith kind of rising, but it's also not just, it's like his own justice. I was like, oh, I like this. So I gotta keep watching. I just haven't
the Ahsoka one, I enjoyed the baby Ahsoka one, but it's definitely the weakest one out of the rest of the series. Just because it doesn't connect to anything. It's just kind of like a fun little, hey, look, she's baby.
It's individual stories, like a what if?
It's not what if.
No, it's based off of like Ahsoka and Dooku. Like the whole series follows them on a small short.
Okay. This whole time I thought it was like individual Jedi stories or something, which would be cool.
It's 6 episodes. It's 3 and 3. 3 for Ahsoka, 3 for Dooku. The Ahsoka one, it's just filling holes in her story. It's like there's one about her as a baby, one about her as a teenager being trained by Anakin, and then one as her as an adult after Order 66 trying to survive and stuff. And then the Dooku episodes, basically they're also fillers, but about before he turned, when he's still a Jedi, and it's about the slow planting of the seeds of doubt in his mind about the Order and his eventual turn to the dark side.
Yeah.
And it shows, it does a really good job of showing kind of the bureaucratic corruption of the Jedi Order and how they were basically just glorified politicians by the end. And he's just like, I don't like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like Star Wars isn't about the Skywalker family. It's about how bureaucrats are bad people.
Yeah. It's not just about the Skywalker family at all. It's weird, but no, both of those shows very good. I'm enjoying them. I went through Tales of the Jedi so fast. I immediately just want more. Like it continues to prove that Star Wars a lot of times is at its best storytelling wise in animation.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Did they bring Christopher Lee back to voice Dooku?
He's dead.
Christopher Lee died?
Oh my god. Again.
You just had a
first
moment
Bill
like
Paxton
me.
And now Christopher Lee. Who are you people?
Yeah, no, he doesn't voice him. He doesn't voice him. No. But I don't know. I
thought that was some sick joke.
No, seriously, I had no idea he died. What else has he been in?
They do bring back another actor to voice someone who is actually in the live action that I don't know if I should say or not because I know Ben hasn't seen it. But I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just like, oh, hey, look, it's.
Hey, Disney still got the dude that voices the pig from Toy Story, and he died years ago, and they put his voice together in a bunch of stuff. I had no idea he died. I don't ever see him in anything.
Taylor, have you ever heard of a voice actor?
I have.
You know, it's kind of their job to sound like a certain person, and they do it well.
So what's this guy do?
You said that they've been reshaping the pig from Toy Story's voice for years.
Look it up.
I ain't got time for Google.
Mr. Cite your sources.
If that's actually what they're doing, that's kind of
Well, the thing is,
unhinged.
the guy who voices was his Hamlet or whatever his name was from Toy Story. He's done a lot of voice for Pixar for the years. He's like in every Pixar movie, so they
Yeah.
have a million clips of his voice doing different things. So
Well,
I
that's
didn't
what
know
they're
Christopher
doing
Lee
with.
was dead.
Well, that's what they're doing with Vader now, because oh my god, I hate
What's his
myself.
name?
You could tell it's late because I'm
James
spacing
Earl
on his name.
Jones?
Yes. Oh my god, I hate myself. Yeah, he retired
He's
from
like
being
90.
Vader. I know, but I mean,
Yeah,
that's why it's like he officially is retiring from being Vader. But he gave them the okay, basically using years and years of him playing the character to basically synthesize his voice for future projects
That's interesting.
because it's so iconic.
damn, I had no idea Christopher Lee died. Shit. Last
Yep.
time I saw him, something was in Lord of the Rings. I just know that dude was a bad motherfucker. I love the
Dude, he
story of like
was.
him telling Peter Jackson like, no, that's not what it sounds like when someone gets stabbed. This
Yeah.
is how it sounds like. He's like, what?
What?
I love that story.
Yeah, he was a badass.
Oh, guys, this
Freaking
week.
Henry is gone
Who?
from The Witcher.
Oh, Henry Cavill. That's right.
I was wondering how long it was
Ben.
going to take for that to set in.
I was waiting.
Oh man. Well, y'all more upset about it than I am. So y'all have your thing.
I'm not upset
Glad
about Henry Cavill leaving. I'm upset about that they got Luke Hemsworth in. Like, why?
Liam.
Or yeah, I don't know, dude. It's a freaking Chad. They got a Chad to fill it.
Baby Thor.
Australian Chad. No, wannabe Thor.
Yeah, I was reading some stuff about it, and it gives me some serious concern, not just because of the way that they're casting the character going forward, but I mean, before they ever started doing this show, Henry Cavill was the one who was going in, basically pitching this to everyone, being like, I'm Geralt. I'm going to do The Witcher. Let's do a Witcher show. And I'm in it for the long haul, 7 seasons, blah, blah, blah. We're going to plan it, whatever.
It's like Ryan Reynolds pitching Deadpool forever, trying to get a movie.
Yeah, pretty much. But then he pulls out, and at first, your first reaction is to be like, oh, you kind of went back on your word a little bit. But actually, what's been going on is
when that got announced, we were in a chat arguing for an hour about like, he's leaving to be James Bond. He's a son of a bitch if he did. Why did he do it? We were so passionate.
But it's so disappointing because it sounds like there was really bad creative differences, and he did not like the direction that they were taking the story, both for his character and for other characters and stuff like that, which is extremely concerning because he's an avid Witcher fan. So he would
read
know
somewhere that he almost left after this last season 2.
So
he's
I have a strong feeling season 3 will be the last season I watch. Season 4, I might watch it just to see maybe an episode or two. I don't see it lasting longer than 4 seasons.
Yeah, they're gonna see that
because after 4 seasons, I don't know, dude. Dude, he's like 20 years younger looking. I mean, he may not be like that much younger, but like he looks like a child. And girl, like
I believe they're like the same age.
I don't, dude.
I don't know.
I've seen him
I don't know. I've seen him with a beard. You slap a beard on him, he looks like 15 years older than he actually is.
Maybe.
But
I mean, I saw someone
he's 6 years
posting.
younger.
They're like, they should have asked Mads Mikkelsen to be the Witcher.
I saw that.
Like, you know,
that looks so sick.
That's got my interest.
Yeah.
But
I love it. You need someone to replace your favorite character? Throw Mad Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
That's like everyone's go-to. Like, well, let's get one of the greatest actors no one talks about. After, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
even he couldn't save the third Fantastic Beast. Though
it's early. I know a lot of people shit on Ben Affleck when he was cast as Batman,
and they're all wrong.
Because he was kind of a pretty boy at that point, and he hadn't been in any movies like that. You never know. It could be good, but no matter how good it can be, it's not going to be the same without Henry Cavill. I mean, he is Geralt. It's
I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see him go back to being Superman because he was the only kind of Superman that I liked.
Same.
I mean, Superman in general sucks, but he did a good job playing him.
I'm
kind of okay with it, especially with James Gunn leading DC now.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, James Gunn's the CEO of that whole department now. So if he can do stuff like
him and another guy,
Guardians and Peacekeeper, and like it should be fun, and I'm mildly okay with it.
Yeah,
Bitter,
I
but
don't know.
okay.
I just got to see it when I see it to believe it type thing. But no, Peacekeeper is really good. That's kind of an underrated show of the year. So, and Gunn was involved with that, so I'll give him that.
That's kind of my thing. Is it would be cool to see him back as Superman. I mean, we're going to see him back as Superman, which is cool, but I just don't know if I like it at the cost of him as Geralt.
yeah, that's a tough pill.
If that's the reason.
Yeah, if that was the reason. Like, honestly, hats off to him for walking away from the project if it was because of creative differences and them not being loyal enough to the source material. I like that. That's cool. It just sucks. So, yeah.
I feel you there.
Anyways.
But I'm kind of excited for the Superman. I'm kind of not. I got to see what kind of material comes with the him as Superman again. I just want to see Batfleck again. That he was my favorite of all those.
I know this is a hot take. I know this is not a popular opinion, but Man of Steel is like one of the best DC movies ever.
I'd probably put it in the top 5.
I don't think that's a hot take. Have you seen DC's movies? They kind of suck.
Well, true, but when that movie came out, so many people crapped on it because of how non-Superman it was, because it wasn't all bright and hopeful and happy. It was more realistic.
And how they literally destroyed the city, like in a apocalyptic scale.
They purposely didn't involve kryptonite because it was just a MacGuffin for taking down Superman, and they took it from a better angle to where it's an emotional angle of his weakness is his isolation. He's different from everybody. He doesn't belong. That's his thing, and it's more of an emotional journey for him to become Superman rather than like, oh no, Green Rock. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Not to mention they had what's his name? I think it's Mike Shannon playing Zod, and anything that dude's in just has me like sucked in.
He was such a good villain. I'm gonna have to watch that movie now, dude. Like, that was such a good movie.
I might pop it in tomorrow.
Also, the soundtrack for that, oof.
It's a Nolan, ain't it? All right, Christopher Nolan. It's
Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer. Yeah. Well, I know Nolan had like a production value in it. But
yeah.
I think that after that movie is when Zimmer said he wasn't doing any more superhero movies, though, which is sad. No, I enjoyed it. You know me, I'm the Snyder fan here of like the Snyderverse, whatever. But I'm kind of like over it now, ready to move on. But I know I'm gonna move on, and DC's gonna pump out some shit that's just unacceptable. We were gonna go see Black Adam, but like it came Saturday. I'm like, it's not worth my $30.
Yeah,
I don't think, so.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, it'll be on HBO Max here in probably 2 months, and I'll catch it free on Friday. Got a question for you guys.
Okay.
What is your
Another one?
What is your? Yeah.
Stop questioning
what's
me.
Your biggest pet peeve?
What's my biggest pet peeve?
When I ask you,
when you ask me all these goddamn questions.
Listen. The person who says they don't come with material can't complain about me coming with material. Thank you very much.
I just whip off the cuff, son. I don't need to prepare for nothing. I can talk in shambles and rambles and
and how do you get there? I lay a foundation
how
to
I
let
get
you
there is
rant.
free little beverages. Sit here and be like, slurp, I gotta talk now, son. I got some calm paint. Let's go.
Calm paint.
You got more and more fucked up redneck as you kept saying.
It got worse the longer it went.
It always devolves into Boomhauer. It's unintellectual or whatever. I don't know.
Start out with a nice Forrest Gump, then you hit West Virginia Mountaineer. But
what's my biggest pet peeve?
Yeah, we put it up on our Instagram and Facebook the other day, just asking everyone what their biggest pet peeve is, and it mostly stemmed from some guy fucking pissing me off on the sidewalk that day. I was one of my biggest pet peeves. You ever walking down just a nice standard sidewalk or something, some pathway, and like 2 or 3 people are walking side by side coming at you. They just stay there, and they expect you to fucking move. and it just pisses me off. I'm like, bitch, this is my half of the sidewalk. Get your ass over. And I'm out there every day walking Jackson and stuff, so I'm always out there. But it's like I have to walk into the fucking grass or the
So
street.
are you talking about?
That's a big pet peeve
Did
of
they
mine.
walk side by side the whole time instead of one of them getting behind the other to make room?
Yeah, yeah. They're just sitting there having a nice conversation and shit, and it's just like
that's
no.
fighting words. That's fighting words.
Yes, it's like I'll tell. I was like, "Excuse me," and I'll say it loudly in their face, and they just, it's Portland. It's West Coast. Everyone doesn't know how to fight out here in the West Coast. They're like, he yelled at me. Yeah, that is my number one pet peeve. I can't stand people on the sidewalk who does shit like that. What about you?
Who is you? Are you asking me or Andrew?
One of y'all speak up.
Andrew, go ahead and talk, because you're the one complaining that I'm jumping all over you. I want to get my point in, son. I want to say my words. Well, you go on, boy, and you say your words, dude. You get your point across.
Where? I don't understand this.
It's past midnight, dude. This is Wild West, buddy.
Bro,
my media board worked because I got a banjo song I've been waiting to use forever.
At no point did I say I wish I could get my points out. I have no idea where any of this is coming from.
The Instagram post of you kicking leaves, dude.
No,
I want to say my point.
No, it's me losing the point. Like me rambling and forgetting what I was trying to say and trying to find it again.
And here's me not paying attention per usual, dude. What up?
I was gonna say. Oh Lord.
He yells at you when you bring content, and he yells at you when you don't.
That's the trick, Captain. I'm always yelling.
Keep them on their toes.
If I must go first, I would say when I'm in the kitchen, when I'm making something, when I'm cooking dinner, and somebody is hand scrubbing dishes like 2 feet from me next to the food I'm trying to prepare, getting,
close to suds on the food.
I hate clean dishes, dude.
You hate clean dishes?
Yeah, I hate that too.
No, I hate when people are in the kitchen when you're trying to cook for no fucking reason, all up in your way. Talking to you, Jared, if you're out there listening.
Damn it, Jared.
Sorry, go on. Damn it, Jared. Just kidding. Happy birthday.
No, I had a Ben, you go next, because I had another one pop up and it immediately left my brain. See, we started talking about that stupid reel, and then it happened in real life.
What is my biggest? Well, I have the fact that.
Well, what is a pet peeve?
A pet peeve is when people scrape their fork on a plate, and it makes that sound.
We had someone answer
that one doesn't bother me as much.
Like I will stop and I will stare at them, and I'm like, "Are you sure you want to do that right now? Fix your fork."
Meanwhile, I'm the one like scraping the edge of the bowl, like that shit doesn't bother me.
When people don't go the speed limit or make turns at the correct time, like it's the dentist in Sunny in Philadelphia when he's eating his bowl of cereal, just yelling at traffic. That is me. Most days, more than not.
You dumb bitch.
And I showed Emily that clip. I was like, see? She's like, yeah, no, this all makes sense now. Oh gosh, waking up.
Someone. That's a rough one. Back to driving. Someone commented another one that kills me. The fucking people at like 4-way stops that it's so clearly their time to go. They were the first one there, and they're like, "Oh, go, sweetie, go, sweetie." It's like, just fucking drive.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
No, man, just stay along, man.
Dude, jaywalkers. Oh, God. Dude, jaywalkers. Oh, in the middle of the city, like it's not a pet peeve.
Yeah,
really, is more of like you're wanting to play this game with me because I don't care anymore. My driver's license is renewed now, and I have insurance. Let's go. All right.
Yeah,
I have nothing to lose.
It's the jaywalkers that think they're right. Like in Portland, people think they have the right of way to just walk across.
They have the right to get hit by my car.
Exactly. There's this one guy who was like fucking almost fighting a guy. He almost hit him. It was awesome. Oh my God.
I like how
Andrew,
violent Ben got.
Most boomer thing I've ever said. Gosh.
Andrew, your brother's
Oh
comment.
my god, I was dying.
When I saw that, I almost spit my water all over my phone. People who scratch and sniff their balls in public.
Shout out to you,
They all
Josh.
scratch and sniff. Your brother, man. Oh,
Gosh.
yeah. Those are a couple of mine. Andrew, you ever think of one?
Keep going.
I just to piggyback off of Ben's annoyance with people who scrape their plates and stuff. I don't mind it if it's here and there because obviously it's going to happen. This is very specific, but you know when you're like eating ice cream and you get down to the last bit and the last bit of it melts into almost like an ice cream soup in the bowl, and people start scraping, ladling it out with their spoon and over like a cat, and it's like
That's what I was saying. That's what I do.
I hate that. I hate that. I'm like,
you hate me.
I'm like, like, you want some catnip, you little kitty? Like stop it. Just stop.
I had to go out into the living room to ask Emily what my pet peeves were, and she started just listing 5, like off the cuff.
Well, you got this.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, what are my pet peeves?" And she's like, "Well, when I pick my nails, like like when you have like the hangnail or whatever, I'm like, just grab a nail clipper. That little like,
yeah,
when someone's picking at their nails, the little ticks, the little sounds, it just, it's disturbing the peace. When people interrupt me. Now obviously this is outside of this conversation because we all interrupt each other. That's the whole joke. But if I'm like on a conversation piece, and I do my due diligence, so let everyone have their say, and then when I'm trying to like get my point across, and it's that constant continuing to like either a different subject or the one person, it's really more so when people just like feel like they need to be heard and they just keep talking. When people just talk and they don't shut up, that oh man. So
you know what my pet peeve is? When people open their fat mouths.
When that person just comes around me, I hate them. I can't stand it.
And then she's when people are just stupid. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I am very not forgiving with just silly little things. Like, if you ask me where the glass is, I'm like, it's literally right behind you. But like, just take 2 seconds and look. Just look. Anyways.
Andrew, you're famous for getting walked all over in a conversation.
It's true.
You'll be tough.
It's true.
And every time I hear you telling a story, and I'm like listening, and just other people just start talking, and I'm like, I feel for you, man. I just see your eyes. You're like,
everybody else. Yeah, it'll be a bunch of people in the room, and everybody keeps getting sidetracked and like having other side conversations randomly in the middle of me trying to say something. So I'm just starting points over like, so yeah, and then anyways, and then they went, so yeah, and then they went, but then they went, and Taylor's just sitting there looking at me like, they went what, Andrew?
I just realized, and it just divulged to me and him talking.
Yeah,
like sometimes I feel bad.
It used to happen all the time, and it still happens all the time. It's just
people just love doing it to you. I don't get it.
It's just a thing. It's on brand for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have so many sniffles to edit out of this.
I'm sorry. Am I sniffling a lot?
No, me because I'm sick.
Oh, I literally just started sniffling as well.
Sick, dude. Like,
you're gonna listen to sniff all over.
I just like stay sick, bro. I was like, fucking shred it, dude. Sorry.
I'm done. I got.
Anyways, jam of the week. Oh yeah, we don't have our
Go ahead, Andrew. You prepared this week?
I am ish.
Okay, cool.
I am ish.
Love to hear what you got.
Y'all ever heard of the band?
You're Amish?
What?
No, who's
we're
what?
gonna know this. Every time you go, y'all ever heard of the band? I'm like, obviously. Who?
Hey,
yes, who?
Hey guys, I'm gonna ask you a question that I know the answer to. Just play along. Anyways, hey, do you know the band Off-Road Minivan?
Oh yes,
I completely
yes, I do.
forgot about that band. I'm not even lying.
I'm
Like,
pretty
that's
sure
a genuine reaction. I was like, huh.
I kind of did too. Until recently.
I haven't stopped listening since 2020, so I'm obsessed.
I know
with
they
them.
need to put
I'm
something
waiting
new
on new
out.
music.
I want something new from
Yeah.
there so bad, but yeah, Off-Road Minivan.
Great band.
Yeah, great band. This week's Jam of the Week focuses on their first full length. It's called Swan Dive.
Honk.
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 Jesus. I've been wondering when that was going to make its way back.
Honk.
I want to make a shirt with like a methed out looking goose head that's just honking.
Methed.
Dude,
Honk.
not to derail you, but
No, you
that
gotta have
honestly
driving
should
a
be
car.
some side project you do. Is like take your favorite bands and albums and make riff like a riff shirt, like Off-Road Minivan
Yeah.
or Swan Dive, and it, like a swan diving off. I don't know, just some dumb stuff, and you just send it to him. Be like, hey man, what you think?
Look at this.
I am being dead serious right now. It is not a joke. What do you think?
Anyways, no, they're
oh
yeah, they are from Red Hook, New York, and the vocalist Ryan Tuck O'Leary. I had to say that slow because I knew I was going to mess that up if I didn't. He's also the bassist for Fit for a King, which I forgot about.
I remember Ben telling us that. He was like, "Yeah, he sucks" or something.
Hey, I didn't say that. No. I just said I do not care for Fit for a King. Okay, I enjoy them. They're fun. I like them. I'll watch them. It's just not. I don't know. There's only so many like 30-second screams I can handle. It's a lot.
Didn't we see Fit for a King with Silent Planet down in Palm Beach?
No.
That one show remember we went to see Silent Planet. They opened up.
I know who you're talking.
There's a band playing. The guy kept going like this on stage.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about though. I forget the name of the band. They had an anchor.
I could have swore it was Fit for.
No, they had an anchor as their logo, and I forget what it was. I forget what they were called, but yeah, he would do like the metal claw upside down and do the breeze.
Yeah.
What were they called?
Slave to Nothing is my favorite album from Fit for a King, which everybody hated apparently. So, you know.
Really?
Apparently a lot of people were like, nah, dude, it wasn't like metal enough. I'm like, nah, it's actually pretty good, dude. Anyways.
Huh.
Continue with Off-Road Minivan.
Back to Off-Road Minivan.
No, but the Fit for King not vocalist, bassist, he is the vocalist for Off-Road Minivan. And the whole band, they kind of got together apparently over a love for 90s grunge. So probably their biggest influence for the music they make is the 90s grunge era of rock. And also they throw a little bit of 2000s emo influence in there as well, which makes sense for their sound hearing that now. Yeah. But as far as the content in the album, to quote the Tooth and Nail bio for them, because I wanted to see, what the thought process was behind some of the writing and stuff. And the album centers around characters that they knew and grew up with in the Hudson Valley hometown that they're from. And the record immortalizes the memories often felt but rarely discussed, from the pain of missed opportunity to the grief of suicide. So it's a very deep album lyrically, content-wise. And the music itself reflects that, because there's a lot of soft songs, there's a lot of hard-hitting songs, and there's a lot of range in the vocals, and I don't know, there's just, they're able to portray a very wide range of emotion and feeling in their music to match the lyrical content.
Gotcha.
And they're definitely a little lighter than some of the past bands we've had on here for the Jam of the Week. But they're just a fun listen. They're really good, and I think they'd be up anyone's alley who is just kind of normal into rock, not into the crazy stuff.
They're not a heavy band at all.
What's the
no? They're
what's the word for it? It's not post-hardcore.
they might fall in the
It's
yeah.
They just
I don't
describe
know.
themselves as alternative.
It's very comparable.
Eh,
It's very comparable to Balance and Composure.
Yeah, but like
in a
alternative
way.
doesn't really because when I hear alternative, maybe it's just where my brain stopped. Is like early 2000s Buzz 103.1.
See, that's
It's
where my
like
brain goes to.
yeah.
That's why sometimes some of these bands I pick, I have a hard time describing them or thinking about them as alternative, just because of all the and like 90s stuff. But but as a genre, alternative has kind of continued, and now it's kind of a more widely encompassing title to put on rock music.
Where did you say they were from?
Red Hook, New York.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's funny. I was trying to figure out that band we saw. It wasn't Fit for a King. They were called Sirens and Sailors,
that's
and they're
it.
from New York
Okay,
also.
yeah. Standout tracks from the album, though, it would be Vampire, You, Swan Dive, and Carousel Blues.
You forgot the best one.
The best one.
The best song.
I said You.
Yeah, dude.
I am the best song. No, their best song is Spiral Gaze. Thank you.
I thought You was your favorite.
No, You was like the song I found them on. They had a music video. It popped up on my Instagram feed one day.
My favorite is Vampire. That song is.
Vampire is good.
That's my favorite.
No, Spiral Gaze is my jam. That's my go-to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Spiral Gaze.
What?
That is the best song because the 313 to 320 mark when he kind of climbs that octave. Anyways, it's the bridge. That's the
yeah, that part.
No, it is. No, it is a good. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. No, that is a really great song.
Since the day you see, you're like, yeah, that's more of what it's like. Okay.
If y'all ever heard it's the version on the album is a re-recording of from their EP Spiral Gaze. I actually like the EP version of Spiral Gaze.
Hipster.
But thank you. As he drinks his Capri Sun IPA or whatever.
That's just class, okay?
That's just class.
You fucking hipster.
I'm gonna have to add these songs to the playlist because I did make an official.
What playlist are you adding these to? Do you have like a personal playlist at home?
He's literally explaining it right now.
Literally
create the intrigue.
Talk faster. I made a Jam of the Week.
Hey guys,
playlist.
we create a playlist out here for all of y'all.
I made a Jam of the Week playlist on Spotify. I haven't made it on I keep saying iTunes. It's not freaking iTunes. Apple Music. Because it's actually harder to do it through Apple Music unless you have Apple Music subscription. So, but I don't know. I'll figure that out. But it's up on Spotify. I just got to add.
Let's be real.
Songs.
It's 2022, man. Who doesn't have a Spotify?
Yes, it is.
Who doesn't have a Spotify?
I use that. This is I'm the odd one out. I feel like on this, but I actually don't like Spotify at all.
I don't like Spotify either.
I hate their operating system. I hate their UI design. The experience.
Why do I have to download another app? It's just another app I don't need.
Ben,
they got the same fucking songs on Apple Music.
Ben's face right now.
But Spotify did it first.
So now who's a hipster?
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I got Spotify. I was like, I'm not paying for songs. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing, and I'll spend money on that, and then I'll buy the albums in record if I want it. Okay, yes, I am the hipster. Anyways, hey guys, we released a playlist for y'all.
Is Spotify free?
They have a free version. With ads,
there is a free version, but you got ads, and it's
comes with ads.
Yeah.
Kind of poo-poo. Gotcha. Apple Music comes with my cell phone plan, so it's even better.
Well,
there you go.
Because I'm better.
Yeah, Verizon.
No, it's all good. Unfortunately,
it's crazy though.
It's crazy how I do that.
It's crazy how eclectic this playlist is, though, and how even more eclectic it's going to become in future episodes. I didn't realize it, but I went back through and I listened to every past episode, not the full episode, just the jam of the week, so I can hear.
Wow. Are you okay?
I just really needed to hear you guys' voice. Just to refresh my memory on who I had as our jam of the week, so I could add the songs. Dude, there's 70 freaking songs on that playlist already.
Oh Jesus! So you don't have Apple Music?
I do.
Why can't you build one?
Well, I can, but I wanted it to be under the
Gotcha.
You know, name and everything, not under my name. So, but I'll figure that out. But yeah, there's already 70 songs on it, and part of that is because of that
Keep
one
loading
week.
it up.
Yeah, part of that is because of that 1 week when we shouted out like all those local Florida bands, but still.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm not finding this playlist.
It's called, I think it's called Official Jam of the Week playlist, and then parentheses Board Till Death podcast. Hey,
Official Jam of the Week play, bro. You need to take this down a notch. I ain't seen no official Jam of the Week.
I think here's a hot new idea, Ben, and it's a great new addition to today's technology.
I'm waiting for you to just tell me to shut the hell up. Here's a great idea. Shut up.
Go to our Instagram. Go to our link tree. It's in our bio. There's a link to the playlist.
Oh, I forget you can go on Instagram bio. on the computer.
We have a link tree?
We got a link tree.
Where's the only fact? Okay, no.
When's the Board Till Death OnlyFans coming, guys?
The Only Feats.
Oh,
let's go, baby.
I'm jobless now. I got time.
Get to work, Taylor.
All right, we need to get the hell out of here before this goes. So, all right, what we learned this week? Anything new? No,
I didn't learn much of anything.
Usual.
I learned that we have a podcast.
Yes.
Hey, Blood of the Broken is on Spotify now. I learned that.
Wow.
Oh, that's the other funny
now
thing.
I can get rid of my crappy Apple Music $5 monthly to listen to that.
That's the other funny thing about this playlist. Our whole EP is on it. We have all these other bands.
Fuck it.
And then
you want to know why? Because I can't.
Our whole ass EP is just on there.
Love it.
Bro, Andrew, all right. I learned
you want to
Andrew,
be on that, let us know.
Andrew cannot make a playlist. What is this? 5 songs off the same damn album? Spread it out,
They're the standout
dude.
tracks, you doofus. They're the standout tracks from every episode.
Yeah. Hey,
welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Episode 16. Glad you're here, Ben.
It's clicking now.
Jeez. So we didn't learn anything this week.
I didn't learn shit, dude.
Oh my god. All right, let's get the hell out of here, y'all. It's late for y'all. Well, it's late for Andrew.
It is.
See y'all next Monday.
Bye.
Everyone say toodles.
Stay sick, man.
Get it? Cause sick.
It's like some MTV shit.